about entry and exit, how you enter a trade and how you exit the trade. Okay, so know that when you trade, the market will always go straight to your direction. It depends on how the market wants to move, because most of the time when you took a trade, because most of the time when you took a trade and the market goes straight to your take profit level, that means that is how the market want to move at that moment. Maybe there's no enough uh, buyers or sellers to buy against your prediction or to sell against your prediction. What I mean is that if you are trying to buy a trade and the market seems to not move at that moment, maybe before the market starts moving to a direction that you predicted for buying, the market will start consolidating for a while. That means that there are a lot of traders who are also thinking of selling. You want to buy, but some traders say no, you want to sell this trade. So immediately you now sold the trade, then immediately you now buy the trade, the market start moving to a direction. That means the number the moment the sellers stop selling, your buy order was triggered. Okay, so that is the reason why all these institutional trader, that is how they control the market. There's nothing you can do about it. So if they have decided to buy a trade, you as a retail traders cannot control the market. So it depends on how they buy the trade. So today I just want to show us the um, entry and exit, how you enter the trade and how you exit a trade. Like this trade that we took here on CHF JPY just of recently. Okay, I'm going to show you why we took the trade and some of the trade that we took earlier on, like Euro NZD, Euro GBP, even Euro NZD that gave us a losing trade. I'm going to show you why it happened. So here, this is CHF JPY. This is a level on the left side, a supply zone on the left side. Then according to the pattern, I can see the 1, 2, 3 move. 1, 2, 3 move. Okay, meaning the market move up and break, take some and pause at this level here, then continuing again and stop at this level and finally drop. So there's small retracement here, then the market move down. So which means that there's something going on around this area. Okay, there's something going on around this area. So when the price comes to that area, the market must also move in the same aspect. So that is why I took a sell trade here. Now, why did I even go with sellers here? This was not this. No, this is 15-minute time frame, but this is not the time frame I was using to analyze to enter the trade. I was using the 30-minute time frame. I was using the 30-minute time frame. The 30-minute time frame, I can see very strong rejection from sellers before the candle close. I see some strong rejection from sellers. So what I was expecting is that if the price should come close to this point, that is when the market should trigger a sell trade. Okay, so I have to wait for the candle to close. Then once the price comes close to this point, that should trigger a sell trade. So that is why we took a sell trade on this currency. Okay, but if the market did not even trigger the sell trade here, it might be that maybe some sellers is trying to enter the market just like this. Okay, so same thing goes to AUDJPY. You know, AUDJPY make a strong move to the downside the first time we took a trade, and reverse. AUDJPY, I forget to mention that in the group. AUDJPY was high our stop loss. because why I set the stop loss is the next supply zone. The first supply zone rehearted. This is the first supply zone. We see some sellers movement, right? But the market is still high our stop loss level. This is where we place our stop loss. So the market is high in our stop loss. That is the next supply zone. So I was hoping if this supply zone will work, it should go down. But we see only few buyers, only few sellers that cannot break this level. Okay, so that is why the market high the second supply zone. So definitely, I'm expecting a downtrend from this level. So right now, we are not selling this trade. What we are waiting is for the price to get below or close below this entry point. So once I see the price close below this entry point, it will be good for sell. Then also, let me check CHFJPY. Maybe it's now at the entry. I think CHFJPY is also is going down. Okay, CHFJPY is also is going down. So once the price get close to the entry level, you should expect the market to reverse. Now, let me show you the analysis I made. How did I come up with this analysis? Okay, I check on the left side. I saw the way the market is reacting, the way the market moves. Okay, so here we have a supply zone, market reverse to the downside. Okay, so from the supply zone, the market drop. Market visit that level again, it drop and close below this level. So as the market is rising again, the market is creating accumulation phase. This is what I mean by accumulation phase. Okay, this is what I mean by the market is accumulating. So which means that once the market leaves the accumulation phase, is heading toward the next supply zone. This is the fresh supply zone and 30-minute chart. So the market is heading toward the next supply zone. So definitely after the accumulation phase, this is the um, ascending, a markup. Then this is the supply zone which we expect the market to drop. So now, why did I even, because here as the market is accumulating, as the market is accumulating, I was also checking some liquidity. Okay, like the leftover money. Anytime the traders enter the market, they always create a liquidity. Okay, we always create a liquidity anytime we enter the market. This is the liquidity. Okay, because this is the resistance level. That's why I indicate it as a resistance level, right? So here we have the resistance level. If you look at this also, we have the support. That support has been breaking out with this strong selling movement. So that market now came back again to that same level and start reversing. So here we have the first resistance. Sellers, retail traders who said the market here place their stop loss around this area. The market reverse. They wait again and place their stop loss around this area. The market reverse. So immediately they place their stop loss, they are creating what we call the liquidity. Okay, they are creating a liquidity. So there's money over here. So what will happen is that the institutional trader will now take out all the money around this area and look for a supply zone. So once they look for a supply zone, they will now reverse. Because if you see that once the price comes again this third time, the market did not reverse, right? The market take out all the stop loss around this area, then continue to the supply zone. So from the supply zone, the market drop. Okay, so that is why the market is going to reverse from that supply zone. Okay, so here, and the reason why I decided to uh, make this level as the demand level is because if you check, this is a resistance area. Okay, and this is also a resistance level. This demand zone, the institutional traders start buying from this level, and they are the one responsible for the break of structure here. Okay, the demand zone here, that is the other block here, is responsible for the break of structure. because the buyers enter from this level, they created an order block. Okay, so here they buy from this level, and also it break also this resistance level. So which means the buy order were executed around this area. So from here is where the next movement is going to stop. Like if the sellers enter from this supply zone, the market also should stop around this area. Okay, so that is why, because the demand zone here is the one responsible for the break of structure here and also for the break of structure. So what they have to do is wait. So because once the price comes to this level, you're going to see what's going to happen. You see that some buyers will try to enter. The buyers will not enter very strongly. No, maybe the buyers will try a little, and maybe if the market wants to continue to downside, it might continue to the downside. So all depends on how the market wants to move. Then look at AUD. Look at AUD. You see the market make a strong move. This movement started on late on, is it on Monday? This move, is it Monday or late night on Friday? Started started on Monday. Okay. So here, if you check on the left side, we have a demand zone around this area. That demand zone supposed to change the price movement to the upside. But what you see here, only few buyers entry. So the buyers did not enter the market. So what happened? The market keep going down. Only few buyers entered later on, but the market still keep going down. So which means the demand zone here is broken. So the demand zone here is not uh, actually working out. Okay. So as the market has created the demand, has break the demand zone, that is break of structure, the market will look for a supply zone. This supply zone can be drop based drop or rally based drop. Okay. So the first supply zone that the market will look for is this. So if you trace it to the left side, you see that only few sellers entered afterwards. Only few sellers entered, but not strong. The second one is this one also. Okay, because we have the drop base drop. So the second one is this, and that is why I thought the price is going to drop. So the price dropped for a while, and second time, but they are being distracted from this level, so the market keep going up. Okay, so here, this is the next supply zone. Okay, this is the next supply zone, and before the market created the supply zone, it was already created the resistance. This is R1, R2. Okay, this R1, R2 means that there are some there are some sellers who are willing to sell around this area. The first sellers that sold here, they made it. They said from this level, they placed their stop loss around this area. The second seller who also sold around this area, they made it also. But the third time, when the price also will visit that same level, this is the third time. When the market will visit that same level with this strong move, what happened? It destroy or it cancel all the stop loss. It take out all the stop loss and head toward the supply zone. This is the next supply zone. So from this supply zone, we can expect the market to drop to the downside. So I'm expecting the price to drop to the downside, because after the price has break, I've take out all the money around this area. After the institutional traders have take out the money around this area, so they will now look for a level where they should enter, and this is the level here. They should enter the market. So definitely the market should drop. Not only that was my analysis. This is also the analysis I made. I can see what we call the QML, that is the Quasimodo level or Quasimodo line. Okay. So here we have the high, because the market is rising, it created the high and drop. Look at this small red candle, it dropped, it created the low. Then the market break the high and created the higher high. Then the market also break the low and created the lower low. So here we have the high, we have the low, and we have the high high, and we have the higher low, lower low. So in that case, the market is going to reverse at the QML line. This is the QML line. Okay. So I can see that the market has rejected from the QML line. Okay. I can see the market has been rejected from the QML line. So I'm expecting the sellers to start taking over from the I'm expecting sellers to take over from there. Okay, so once the price get close to this point, maybe a little bit below the point, then we look for a sell trade. Okay, but this time we are not selling. Okay, we are not selling. In case the market consolidates, consolidate. So now let me go to the currency pair that we took a trade. Sorry, the trade that we took yesterday and keep running till today, and I think we won the trade. Okay, so if you look at this Euro GBP was another good trade that we took yesterday. If you look at it, also this is what I call the break of structure. After the break of because the market is creating resistance. A lot of traders are putting money here. They are stop loss. But when the market came back to that same level, it break the stop loss level, and again look for a supply zone and reverse. So which means also this is also a demand. That is why we have this strong move to the upside. But that is not the main analysis. Okay. So before the market could drop, the first time the market reached this level, it created a support. Some traders placed their stop loss below. It created another support. They placed their stop loss below. Then also it created support. They placed another stop loss below. And the fourth time when the price again reached the level, it take out all the stop loss. Look at this sellers movement. It take out all the stop loss around this area. Then the market will not look for a supply zone or for any QML line. Supply zone or demand zone or any QML line. But here I can see a QML line because here we have a drop, the market create a low, then create the high. Then you can see that the shadow of this one is below this. So it created the lower low. Then when the price rises again to this point, it created the higher high. Okay. So here we have the KML line. And immediately the price starting right from the KML line, what we can see is the reversal pattern, evening star, morning star pattern. Okay, that is what triggered me to enter the trade here. A morning star pattern. You can see a very strong red, a upper rejection, another strong red, a pin bar, with upper rejection and a strong green candle from this zone. And the three candles indicating a morning star pattern. So definitely we sold the trade, we buy the trade around this level and the market keep going up. So that was the confirmation that we got on this trade. So the take ordering level was here because I was eyeing the next supply zone and the market did break the supply zone, but the market respected after. That is why we have this strong selling pressure. So the next trade which we took was Euro NZD. Euro NZD, you can remember that the first time we took the trade, the market did hit our stop loss, right? And the second time we took the trade, the market didn't. The first move was around this area. You can see the green candle, but the market came all the way down because I still go through the analysis again. I check again why the market should reverse or should not respect this level. Then I check that okay, maybe because of the line I didn't draw perfectly. So I draw the line at the tip of the shadow, okay. So which means the market is now respecting. So I was expecting the price again to rise to that point. Okay, so now then I then decided to enter the trade below. Then I look on the left. I look on the left side. Okay, we still have the QML and the maximum pain level. Okay, we have the QML. Also above it, we have some resistance that is the buyers, the sellers try to sell the market and they stop out. Here we have the drop. We have the QML. Here we have the low, lower low, high, higher high. So here at the tip of the QML line, the market got rejection. Then immediately I saw the rejection. Immediately I saw the rejection and a small green doji candle. So I was expecting, okay, this should be a good opportunity to start buying. But within this buy immediately, I saw again that last night the market came back all the way to that same level to test the same entry point. And what we got here was inverted hammer. So when I saw the inverted hammer, then we start buying immediately. So we start buying this trade immediately. So you can see that the market is still at the level. But if you look at this line, the market a little bit break the line, okay, close below the line. So definitely it's still going up. I'm expecting the price to go more up from this level, okay, because it has already hit the level, the beginning of the level. So it should go more up, at least. It should go more up to this supply zone, okay. It should go more up to this supply zone. So these are the trade that we took um, yesterday, last night, and hoping the price should go more up. So let's check AUJPY if there's any changes. There's any changes in the price movement. This is the problem I was facing yesterday. Bad network. Okay, ADJPY since the market has not ready yet to move down. Okay, CHFJPY is also is like still deciding. Maybe it's going to create a pattern around this area. It's going to create a pattern around this area. So let's hope and see what the pattern will look like. Maybe it's going to create a pattern like after a strong grain, then a pin bar or a hammer candlestick. So after this green hammer candlestick, I'm expecting the next candle to be red. Once the next candle is red and then come close to this level, that is good for sale. Same goes to ADJPY because they both have the same counter currency. You can see that ADJPY is forming a strong red candle. The first candle got rejection from the zone. The next candle was forming a hammer candlestick. So if this candle is very strong, then come close to this level, maybe a little bit below in the next 30 minutes, then we're going to sell the trade. Okay, very sure the market will go down. So now let's go. Okay, you can see the market is getting stronger. Very sure the market will go down. Very strong selling pressure. So what I'm going to do now is so I want to make some. Okay, there's a pattern I want you guys to always take notes whenever I'm trading. If this pattern always occur, you should know that it's a good pattern to trade on. Whereby we have, let's say we have a bullish trend, the market is reversing, it created a base around this area and drop. Once the price drop close below this previous zone, maybe a demand zone, the market will have to rise again. You know, here we have already have a drop base. This is a base, right? Drop, base, drop. So once the price find its demand zone, this is the first demand, it's validate the first demand. If the market also find another demand zone, it's going to reverse. And once the market reverse back to this zone, this is a supply zone, then the market is that means you're going to sell around this area. You're going to sell here, okay? Sell around this area, okay? Because this supply zone is the one responsible for the break of structure here. The market break the structure. Instead the market to reverse to the upside, but they break the structure. So that means the supply zone, you will look for a supply zone responsible for the break of structure. And this is the supply zone. The supply zone can be somewhere here. It can be somewhere a little bit above. Just watch out anywhere the supply zone is waiting. So you can place a sell trade around here or place a sell trade around here or here. So it depends on how the structure of the market fall. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch to weekly time frame. Today we're not going to waste much of our time. I can see some of you are really busy. Even me, I have to take some medication right now. But we once I'm done with the class, then I'm going to take some medication because I have a swollen leg. I don't know what really happened. So this is weekly time frame. So I'm going to replay mode. Okay. So let me say I started from here. So I want to use the replay mode. Also, some of you who are familiar with the trading view, you can also use the replay mode just to practice any strategy. Okay. How is the network today? I think my network is somehow not stable right now. Oh, shit. Okay. So let me refresh the chat. Okay, so I'm going to use the replay mode and Okay, so let me replay from here. So now I'm going to switch back to 1 hour. My network is too slow. I'm using 4G light. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay, so let's continue. So I want to make use of the replay mode on weekly charts. So let me replay from here in this level. Okay, so now let me go to Euro USD, or let me choose another currency pair. Then go to, then weekly chart. So from weekly charts, I'm going to replay from here. Then switch to 1 hour charts. So now let's start now. So we're going to start replay the chart now and see the setup I was talking about, how it works, how you can find a good entry and exit. Okay, so I'm going to replay now. Okay, here we can see the market has break this level. The market has break. This is a level, right? This is a demand zone. This is a demand zone. The market has break the level, so we call it a break of structure. Then where is the supply zone responsible for the demand for the break of structure? This is the supply zone. Okay. So what I'm expecting is the price to get to this point and drop. Okay. So let's play out and see what will happen. Yes, you can see the price has touched the level. So now what are we expecting is a candlestick pattern to enter the trade. If there's no candlestick pattern, then we shouldn't enter the trade at all. Okay, see that market is still ranging near the level. There's no candlestick pattern. So the buyers are still controlling the market. Okay. Now the upper side also we have this resistance. This resistance that is breaking out, and let's pay because also this is a good um, demand. So once the price comes close to this level, we look for a buy trade. So let's see. Almost there. Remember the buyers that enter the trade bought the two market here. So they created a liquidity. Okay. They traded the liquidity around this area. Again, they bought the trade, they buy again, they create a liquidity here and also a liquidity here. Okay. So which means this is the demand zone where the market should reverse. Okay, now the market has touched the demand zone. Where is our confirmation candle? This rejection, this candle got rejection from the zone. That is our confirmation candle. So let's say we took a trade at the closing of the candle. Our stop loss should be below. So I want to take like five trade, then let's see how many wins we're gonna have and how many loss we're gonna have. So the let's say stop loss below structure and take profit 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. This is 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So let's play out and see how the market move. Okay, the market almost came back again to hit the stop loss and buyers took over. Again, the market is still moving. The market is still moving to the upside, still ranging, still ranging, moving sideways. And finally, okay, I think the market now hit the stop loss here. The market has hit the stop loss. See that the buyers, only few buyers entered again, and the market almost hit the stop loss. The second time hit the stop loss. So we lost this trade. Okay. Now that we have lost this trade, let's do next analysis. This is a demand zone that's supposed to be respected, but it didn't respect it. It's not respected. So here we have the supply zone responsible for the break of structure. Here also supply zone responsible for the break of structure. So let's see how the market will react once they reach any of those zones. Okay, the market head towards the second supply zone. So which means the market is not respecting this supply zone. So now what I have to do is wait for any reversal candlestick. Okay, no reversal candlestick. The market is still going up. And here we also have next supply zone here. We have another supply zone here. I think maybe that is when the market is heading to. The market did not respect this, but it's like respecting this supply zone. And here from the supply zone, we have a bearish momentum. Let's say we enter the trade here and our stop loss above structure. Then I take profits 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Okay, 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So let's play it and see what the market will do. Again, hit our stop loss. Out of 5 trade, the market is stop loss the second time. Okay, the market is stop loss the second time, and let's see what is going to happen again. Here also we have a resistance like a supply zone, and the market did not respect the supply zone very well. But here we have the demand zone. Okay, so if the market comes to this demand, look for a buy trade, a buy opportunity. Okay, here we can see multiple rejection from the demand zone. So our stop loss below structure. Then I'll take profits 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. This is 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Oh, it's very close. So let me say this should be our take profit. Okay, this the market hit the take profit level. Okay, the market hit the take profit level. So out of 5 trade now, we lost two, we won one. Let's play out and see. Okay, here again the market also break the structure. Okay, the market break the structure here. Then we have the demand here responsible for the break of structure. So we want the sellers to come close to the demand. Then we look for a buy opportunity. We have some liquidity. Okay. Okay. Now we see another rejection from the demand zone. Let's say we place a buy order here. Our stop loss below structure. Then take profits at the equal high. Equal high. So let's let and see how the market is going to move. Yet again, the market hit the take profit level. So here we have how many wins? Two loss, two wins. So let's keep continue playing the mode. And again, the upper side, we check very well. The market also break the structure high because we have so many um, buyers around, sellers around this area. The market break the structure high. So we have the supply and demand responsible for the break of structure. So once the price comes close to this level, we look for a buy trade. Okay, the candle crossed the supply zone. Here we also have the next supply zone, demand zone. Sorry, we also have the next demand zone here. Okay, so the candle got rejection from the next demand zone, and the green candle formed a bullish engulfing. So let's place our order at the closing of the candle. Then our take profit should be here. Okay, so let's play out and see. The market is still ranging, and down the market hit the stop loss. So out of 5 trade, we lost the trade. We lost 3 trades. Then we won 2 trades. Okay. So now I'm going to choose next any other currency pair. Um, I think we are trading on. Let's see what the market is doing right now. I think the sell entry is triggered. Let's see. Okay, I think my sell entry will be triggered. Let me check on my IQ option platform. Okay, my sell entry is triggered. So if you haven't entered the trade, you can start selling right now. And let's say the JPY, maybe the sell entry is triggered, and then we place the trade. Nothing has happened yet, so still hoping the price should go more down. So my sell entry is triggered. So that is not what we are looking for. So let me choose another currency pair, and let's see the weekly. Then I'm going to use the replay mode. Let me say from here. Okay. Then I'll switch to 1 hour chart. Okay, so now this is 1 hour chart. So what are we seeing here? Okay, first thing I can see the market as okay. This also I want to take 5 trade in this currency pair. So let's see how many wins and how many losses we're going to have. Here we have the resistance, the supply, but here the supply is not respected, and here we have the demand responsible for the break of structure. So and the first thing we can see is retest. So the market retest the level. Let's say at the closing of this candle, we took a buy trade that stop loss below structure. Then I take profits maybe 1 to 1 or 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So let's make use of 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So this is 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So let's play out and see in the buyer's way push the price upward. Okay, so that was a winning trade. So we have won through first trade out of 5 trades. So let's keep playing and let's see what is going to happen. A new resistance here. I think this is also a good opportunity to buy from here. This is what we call mitigation block. So once the price mitigates this block, then we buy from here. The price is rising. Okay, getting close. Nothing happened. Here also we have the break of structure. We have the demand here. Nothing. The market is still bullish. Okay, but here we can see support. Okay, So once the price breaks the supports, we expect the market to go down straight to this demand zone. A little bit closer. Okay, very strong selling pressure toward the demand zone. But should we buy this trade? When if I want to buy this trade, I should be expecting the price to at least reject from the demand, but no rejection. But we can see some buyers gathering up inside the zone. So let's see the buyers will now take over from there. Let's play out. Let's see what the market is going to do next. Okay, I think some buyers have already entered. And again, we see sellers again. I think the market is still ranging inside the demand zone. Okay, the buyers are not interested. The buyers are not interested. So let's keep playing on and let's see next price movement. Okay, to what I'm seeing here, I can see that if the buyers are able to break the line here, probably it should be a good opportunity to buy. Okay, so let me say I took a buy trade here. Then stop loss because I can see the market is trying to go up. Stop loss below structure and take profits 1 to 2 risk reward ratio or the next supply zone. This is next supply zone. So let's see. Okay. So if I'm the one trading, if this is a live trade account, I will have closed the trade because here we have. So maybe I will just let me say I adjust the market the level to be here. I will have closed the trade because here we can see a support become a resistance. From that resistance, we can say supply. So definitely this should be our take profit level. But the market has already reached the take profit level. So you see that after that the market dropped drastically. So if you are hoping the market should go more up from that, maybe you are expecting the market should reach this level. It might not reach that level, it might just come back and hit your stop loss. So when you are trading, once you enter the trade, look for the next supply zone. Okay, or look for the next for example, look for the next supply or demand zone or look for the next support and resistance level. Okay, this is a support become a resistance, so below it should be our take profit level. Once the price touch the resistance, it should drop. So let's say we have won this trade as well. Out of 5 trade, we won 2 trade now. So let's keep playing the trade. Remember, we are going for 5 trade. Okay, here also the market break the structure, break of structure. And here we have the supply responsible for the break of structure. Why this? So once the price comes close to this level, we look for a sell opportunity. Okay, since the market did never came back to that level. Also, we have a supply zone here, very tiny supply zone. So that's why if you check on 15-minute time frame, we see that there's a supply zone here. Okay, but I didn't make use of it. This is 1 hour, so I'm making use of the 1 hour extreme supply and demand zone. Still nothing. The market is still downtrend. Okay, I think someone here is trying to join me. Okay, okay. Here I can see a strong move and a break of structure to the downside. And here I can see a demand, a supply zone here. So this is our supply zone. So let's hope the price should come close to the supply zone. Okay, now the market has touched the supply zone, and we can see some sellers trying to enter the market. Okay, so the market is trying to reverse. We see multiple rejection and the red candles. So let's say we enter the trade here, then our stop loss above structure, our take profits, the next. Okay, this demand zone here is not fresh. Okay, let me say this level here. This is a new fresh demand zone. So let's play out and let's see if we're going to want this trade. The market is still ranging. Consolidations and hit our stop loss. You see that so many consolidation occur around this zone and hit our stop loss. So here we have a, I think that was 2-1. So it means two trades. So let's keep playing the trade. Here also I can see break of structure, break of structure, demand, support one, support two, support three. Okay, support four, and almost there. Support become a resistance, almost there. Shit, big move, almost there. So here, this candle almost touched the zone. Now we have a new demand zone around here. Okay, that should be our entry. We can see rejection. So let me see the next candle. Okay, let's say I enter a buy trade here. Okay, if you remember the trade that we lost that we miss on USD card, it's like this. I was expecting the price to touch the demand zone, but it didn't. So it almost touched the demand zone. Say here, this is new demand zone. Probably the market got rejection from the new demand zone. So that means we're going to draw our demand zone here from that level. Then our take profit should be the next high. Okay. So let's play out and see. Oh shit. The market drop and close, break the level. Okay, see the market has break the level. I think we lost how many trade now? Two. Two wins, two loss. Also, we have a sub demand around this area, and here the other block. So let's play out and see. Very strong momentum of sellers. Resistance, liquidity. Still no sign the market should go will go up. The market is still bearish. Let's out of five trade we lost two, we won two. So let's see the last trade we're gonna take. Compression. Okay. Now the market has break the level, has break this resistance level. And here we have the supply around this area. There's a supply zone here. Drop base drop. So let's play out and see the market is going to touch the supply zone. Okay, it has already touched the supply zone. Let's take a sell trade around here. Then let's say our first take profit should be here because of this trend line. If there's no rejection, we just take the trade. Okay, let's say the first trade profit is it, and the second take profit should be this level. This. Okay, the market is still ranging. We also have this trend line. Break and retest. We also have this trend line. Okay, the market finally hit the take profit. Okay, but you see the numbers of hours the market should will take to hit the take profit. Let me see how many days. Let me say from here to here, how many days? You can see about 12 days, 7 hours. 12 days, 7 hours before the market will reach the take profit level, and this is about 235 pips. So it depends on how the market reacts, how the market moves. Okay, it depends how the market moves. So from this resistance, resistance one, resistance two, and the break of structure after the market take out all the morning around this area. So they look for a supply, and the supply is around this area. Okay, they got rejection from the level, and the market start moving down. But I was drawing this trend line. Okay, I'm drawing the trend line to see if the market will reject from this trend line and continue upward. So, which means if you have to take this kind of trade, you're gonna first enter the first take profit at the trend line level. So the first take profit is here. The second take profit, the market is still ranging, and finally in the take profit. So still, I think it's still the same. Three wins, two losses. Three wins, two losses. Now, if you look at the losses that we had, some of these losses are not up to the wins. For instance, this wins is about, let's say the wins is about three. Um, let's say the wins is about because the loss that we had, some of the loss are not just strong, are not a big stop loss level. For instance, the stop loss will be too tight, right? If the market did the stop loss, you can take up to 20 or 30 pips. But the wins that we had is going to be more than that. That means you're still profitable. You're still profitable. Even though you have three wins, two losses, you are still profitable because the wins that you have is going to be more than your losses. Don't worry, tomorrow I'm going to explain to us how to manage our profit. If you observe on Friday that we took a trade on Euro AD, I lost so many trades. We lost so many trades, right? All of us, we lost so many trades. Okay, so we lost so many trades on Monday and Tuesday. I lost about if you guys know that I turned $84 to 1,000, up to more than 1,000, like up to 1,700, $700 from $84 to $1,700. So I because of the trade that we took on Friday about the NFP news and Monday and Tuesday. So from Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, I lost about $300. I lost about $300. So this $300 I lost is not the money I invested. It's the profit that I made from $84 to $1,700. Now this $300 I lost is nothing to me because it's not the money I invested. It's the profit I made. Okay, so I lost about $300. Then I decided to withdraw my money and I left $87. I left with $87 side on my account now. And the trade that we took on Euro NZD, after we took a trade on Euro NZD, we lost the trade, right? The first trade that we took on Euro NZD, we lost the trade. So from $87, my balance also now reduced to $40. So from $40 now is my current balance. You can see that the way I manage my money, I'm still in profitable. Even though I lost more than that, I'm still profitable. You can imagine from $84 to $1,700. Okay, to $1,700. So the losses I had, they are not my capital, they are the profit I made. $300 I lost is not my capital, they are the profit I made. Okay, so I have to withdraw everything in case anything happens. So I have to withdraw everything, and that is why I come to use the IQ option. Okay, so today now I'm using the IQ option to take some trade on our trading on our forex. Okay, so some of the trade that we took, I think the market has already triggered our sell entry on CHF JPY, CHF JPY. So those are the trade that we took, and here, okay. So I'm using IQ option now for forex. So I'm using forex IQ option. So we have already the market has already take profit on Euro GBP, right? And the price is still bullish. Wow. If I know I should have extended the take profits, but not to be greedy, still make profit out of it. So this is it. Very simple. And Euro NZD also is going bullish. Okay. This was my entry point and this is my stop loss level. So the market is still going bullish. Here I'm expecting a bearish as well. Okay. Also, AVJPY, I'm expecting sellers candle. You can see only few sellers entered. Only few sellers entered. This is not the kind of candle I was hoping to look to expect from this level. In case the market will continue, in case markets will continue to break, this is the next supply zone. In case the market will continue, this is the next supply zone. Okay, so that is why you should not enter a set trade now if there's no confirmation. In case the market will continue, it should continue to this supply zone and drop. So let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Okay, so that is how I manage my funds in trading. So I don't trade anyhow. Even though I had so many losses, I don't always wait. That is how. Don't worry. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to manage a small account. How to manage a small account. Okay. Imagine for me to turn $84 to $1,700 in how many days? Just let's say 2 weeks. Is it up to 2 weeks, sir? I'm not sure it will be up to 2 weeks. Okay. Just with simple trade analysis. So tomorrow I'm going to show you how to manage your funds and we're going to do a live trade as well. So I will look for a good setup, then we'll do a live trading section. So we don't have to waste much of our time. Okay, guys, so that is how you analyze the market. Imagine, you can see that though you might have some losses and everything else, but if you try to manage your money, you should be in profit as well, even though your loss is greater than your your wins. When the play mode that we used, you can see that the first trade I think it was two losses and three wins, right? The second section also is also two losses and three wins. So if you combine the two wins together, you will see that if you combine the three wins together, you see that it's more than the four losses that we had. That means out of five trades, out of 10 trades, six wins, four losses. Okay, six wins, four losses. That is about um, six wins, four losses. And if you combine everything, you see that make a profit. Your profit will be more than the losses. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow. And about the video, I've already, I don't know why the network is still the video is still uploading because of the network is not strong. So about the video, so after this class, I'm going to upload it. And if you have any, if you want to practice about um, any strategy, just go to trading view, then use the replay mode and start practicing any strategy you want to use. So it's very helpful. So you know where it lies on, where your um, ability lies on. So I hope there's no question. If there's no question, let us call it a day. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye bye.